Saraswatye Namaha. Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Manojavam Maruthatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vadatmajam Vanarayota Mukyam Sri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami Santoshini Jaganmata Mama Saubhagya Vriddaye Namaskaromi Bhaktya Tvam Prasanna Varada Bhava Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashyakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Om Namah Pranavartaya Shuddha Jnanaikamurtaye Dharmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamuktaye Namaha Satchitanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha Nilambujasyamala Komalangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panau Mahasayaka Charuchapam Namami Ramam Raghuvamsanatham. So we are in the Kishkinda Ghat. Kishkinda was ruled by Vali and his brother was Sugriva. So in the beginning we saw the Vandana Slokas and afterwards Tulsidaji described Bhagavan after getting some direction from Shabari, he went in search of Sugriva in the Rishyamukha mountain. And when Sugriva saw these two young warriors approaching the mountain, he thought that it was Vali who sent somebody to kill him because he cannot come to the mountain due to the curse of Madanka Rishi. So Hanumanji, he sent Hanumanji to find out who these two youngsters were. Hanumanji assumed a Brahmana form, and in Ramayana it is said he spoke chaste Sanskrit and also like a Vedic Brahmana, Vedic style. So Bhagavan was impressed and he tells Lakshmana, I think unless a person study all four Vedas thoroughly, he will not be able to speak like this Brahmana. So he must be a great scholar. And Hanumanji is also considered as Navavyakarana Pandita. That was the greatness of Hanumanji. Sanskrit was a spoken language those days. That is why Bhagavan travelled from north of India up to Sri Lanka. But there was no mention of Dvibhashi, a translator, in Ramayana. In Ramayana you don't see. But they communicated each other. That means what? There was a common language. That was Sanskrit. And when you speak, like English, when you speak, different places, different way they speak, even though it is English. The same way Sanskritam also, they spoke differently, different way places. But Hanumanji knew all of them. That was the greatness of Hanumanji. So, Jnana Guna Sagar, Jnana Guna Sagar. You are the ocean of Jnana and Guna, virtues both. Bhagavan himself was praising him. And Hanumanji, who are you? Are you the Trimurtis who has assumed the form of human being, come down to earth? Then he realized there are only two. So he said, are you Naranarayana? Assuming the form of human being, walking upon the earth to destroy the evil and establish dharma. Bhagavan thought that, he knew. So he said, no, we are the Kumaras. We have come to the forest at the behest of our father. And during this sojourn, what happened is my wife, consort Sitaji was abducted by a Rakshasa. And we are in search of her. And we heard that Sugriva is residing here on the top of the mountain and we want to see him. When Hanumanji heard that his Bhagavan's name Rama, he recognized as if he was waiting for meeting him. Because childhood onwards, Hanumanji was chanting Ramanam. And that very personality, that person whose name is Ram himself is here, you cannot think of the joy of Hanumanji. Hanumanji's eyes went to the lotus feet of Bhagavan. And he was wondering, these people were walking on this mountain which is filled with rough surface, rough ground, heat and cold, thorns, pebbles, all that, but still his feet looked so beautiful, tender. That was his first, how is that possible? Therefore, you must be Devatas. That was his thinking. And then Bhagavan introduced himself. Then afterwards, Bhagavan asked, who are you? Hanumanji felt bad because Bhagavan, Jiva does not recognize you. That is normal. We are under the spell of ignorance. But Bhagavan forget Jiva, that is very miserable. How can you forget me? Bhagavan said, I didn't recognize you because you came disguised. If you come to me in your original form, I would have recognized you. This is what we have to understand when we approach the Lord. Don't pretend that you are somebody else. Don't pretend that you are very noble, you are great. Bhagavan, I didn't do any sin. I never committed any sin. I followed all dharma. So, like that, don't say. If you committed sin, you can honestly accept, yes, I have made some mistake. Bhagavan, that's why I came to you. So Bhagavan said, please come. That is Bhagavan's nature. So, and then Bhagavan said, now, Hanumanji said, Sugriva is there on top of the mountain, and please, we have seen the story also yesterday, Vali and Sugriva's enmity towards each other. And Hanumanji said, Bhagavan, and Sugriva is on the top of the mountain, let us go there. Bhagavan said, he says, I've been walking for the whole day, tired. Why don't you ask him to come down? Because this mountain is so high. Instead of climbing myself, I don't think I'll let him come down. I will see him. Hanumanji said, for a jiva, Bhagavan, it is very difficult to go up in spiritual height a little bit. Now he has gone little high, and why you want him to come down? No, that is not correct. Therefore, I will take you there. Say this, Rama Milaya Rajpada Dina. This is the greatness of Guru. Guru take Bhagavan to the Shishya, you see. It is not that he takes Shishya to the Guru, or to God. But here he is taking Bhagavan to disciple. So that's a greatness. I will take you there. It's called Pada Sevanam. The best example is Hanumanji. First his eyes went to his lotus feet, thinking this is the feet walked on the thorny, stony ground in the forest. And immediately Hanumanji increased size, huge size, and then lifted Bhagavan, both of them, Lakshmanji and Ramchandraji lifted and put them on his shoulder. And ever since after, Hanumanji never allowed Bhagavan to walk on the ground. He carried him all the places. Even in the battlefield also he carried him. And he briefly told about Sugriva's story. Sugriva saw Hanumanji bringing them on his shoulders and immediately understood they are not enemies but friends. Now his fear is gone. Then Hanumanji told the story of Rama to Sugriva and Sugriva's story to Rama. And finally the fire was kindled, and keeping fire as witness, their friendship was established. Bhagavan consoles Sugriva, and Sugriva also offers his help to Bhagavan Ramchandraji. He said, Maharaj, we will definitely find Sitaji. God, how come you are so confident? He said, one time when we were sitting here, one lady being carried by a Rakshasa by air, calling out your name, crying and weeping. And when she saw us, she dropped something. And you see, Sugriva did not even open it and see what it was. He kept it just there. It is not belonging to us. We don't have to touch it. Bhagavan said, bring that, let me see. Bhagavan sees it and recognizes it as Sitaji's ornaments. Bhagavan asked Lakshmana, do you recognize this ornament? In Valmiki Ramayana it is beautifully said. Naham janami keyure, na janami kundale, nupure tu abhijanami, nityam padabhivandanat. How beautiful. Naham janami keyure, I do not know this necklace. I do not recognize this necklace. Na janami kundale. Earring also I don't recognize. But nupuretu abhijanami. Only the anklet I know. Because why? I prostrate to her feet every day. Look at this. That means Lakshmana never looked at her face. That was the respect he had for Sita ji. And that Lakshmana she insulted. So that is why the papas, she has to go through. Now Bhagavan holds that close to his heart and gets that information. Whatever Sugriva could give, what he gave was, I saw this Rakshasa carrying her to southern direction. That much only he could say. Then Bhagavan said, Sugriva, don't worry. What Bali has done is most unjust, and therefore I will kill him with one arrow of mine. Even if he goes to Brahmaji or Rudra, they will not be able to save him. Here in Kishkinda Ghat, you will find the dharma of Mitra dharma is given here. So let us see that. Jena mitra dukha hohi dukhari.
Jena mitra dukha hohi dukhari, tinahi bilokat pataka bhari, nija dukha giri samaraja kari jana, mitra ka dukha raja meru samana, jinke asimati sahajana aayi, te sathakat hati karat nitai, कुपथ निवारि सुपंथ चलावा, गुण प्रकटय अवगुण नहीं पुरावा, ते तले तमन संकन धरई, बल अनुमान सदा हित करई, विपति काल कर सत गुण नेहा, श्रुति कह संत मित्र गुण नेहा, आगे मृदु बचन बनाई, पाचे अनहित मन कुटिलाई, जाकर चित ही गति सम भाई, अस कुमित्र परिहरे भलाई, सेवक सठन कृपन कुनारी, कपटी मित्र सूल समचारी, सखा सोच त्यागहु बल मोरे, सब विधि घटब काज में तोरे.
Bhagavan says Mitra Dharma to Sugriva. Number one, those people listening to friends' sorrow, if they do not feel any sadness, they are not good friends at all. Number two, true friend is the one who considered even if his own sorrow is like a mountain, but still he considered it like a dust particle, and a friend has got a little sorrow, he take it as a big sorrow and runs to help him. This you can see in Bhagavatam. Devaki and Nandagopa, after the Vasudeva and Nandagopal, not Devaki. Vasudeva and Nandagopal, they were great friends. So, after Krishna was transferred to Gokul, after 6 days, Nandagopal come to the palace, Kamsa, to pay the taxes. And he carried some laddu, peda and all that to distribute because of his happiness that he got a son. Without knowing what Kamsa has done. Kamsa has said already Putana to kill all the children who are born within 1 week. He didn't know that. So he went very happily, he gave the peda to Kamsa. So Kamsa asked, what is that? What is the happy occasion? He said, Maharaj, I got, after a long time praying, I got a child. Really? What child is that? It's a boy. Oh, you see, Padari ho. And inside Kamsa was thinking, very good. When you go back, he won't be there. But then he came and met Vasudeva. Vasudeva knew that this Putana has gone to kill all children. And when he saw, immediately Vasudeva asked, how are you? Everything is okay in Gokul? Said, everything is okay. But he said immediately, but Nandagopal was worried that he is in still house arrest, you see. Even though he was in the palace, he was in Kamsa's palace only, not Vasudeva's palace. Kamsa's palace, Vasudeva, house arrest. And the what you call, secret agents were always around him to find out what they are doing, etc. So it was suffocating experience. And Nandagopal was little worried, how are you, sir? Then he was telling that, I heard you lost children and one child was aborted. All that he was telling, and Vasudeva said, we are okay, but go do one thing, go immediately back to Gokul. And why? There must be something, you should go back immediately. And Nandagopal knew that. And if Vasudeva says something, there must be something important, otherwise he won't say it. So he asked, why are you saying this? He said, this Rakshasa, Kamsa has sent a poor Rakshasi to kill all newborn babies. And did you tell Kamsa that you got a child? Yeah, I just now told him, I gave him peta and all that. So Nandagopal ran. So this is thinking that he can rescue, but Bhagavan, who can rescue him? He can rescue himself. So that's what the point is. His sorrow. See, Vasudeva's sorrow was like a mountain. He is going through that. But he did not think about it. And he thought about Nandagopal's situation. See, this is the great friendship. Number 3, if you happen to see your friend is going on a wrong path, then you should bring him to the right path. At the same time, in front of people, you should not talk about his vices and flaws, but only his virtues will be talked about. That is the good friend's lakshana. Number 4, in giving and taking, no ulterior motive. A friend should be always more giving than taking. A joke is there, someone said, never lend a book to anyone. Why? It will never come back. How do you know? That is how I made my library. Number 5, when your friend going through difficult time, you should love him more. 6, but in front of you talking very nicely and stabbing from behind, that is a deceitful thing. Number 7, if you notice that someone is doing that, you do namaskar from far away and never go near him. Now Sugriva, Bhagavan said, now Sugriva, leave all worries to me. I will accomplish everything for you. Even though Bhagavan said that, but Sugriva was not very convinced. I know Bhagavan, you are Balavan, but Bali is Mahabalavan, Ati Balavan. When you get intimidated with our problem, we think that even God cannot help. I heard one saintly person's word. He said, don't tell Bhagavan how big is your problem. But the problem you say, how big is your God? Bhagavan said, what proof I can give you? There was a heap of bone of that Dundubi was lying there. Bhagavan with this, what he did was, if you can lift it, I will accept you are strong. This is the Dundubi he threw from Kishkinda to this mountain. So how strong Bali must be. In that Dundubi's even skeleton was like a mountain. Bhagavan with his toe lifted and threw it away, far, far away. Sugriva was still not convinced because Vali threw it when it is with flesh and marrow, flesh and fat. That was heavier than this. But skeleton is still lighter. So he was not convinced. Then he asked, now what else you want me to do? There were 7 tala trees were there. If you can pierce through all these trees with one arrow, then I can say you can defeat Bali. Because Bali used to come and shake these trees. So Bhagavan took one arrow and shot. It pierced through 7 talamchas and came back to him. Sugriva said, now you are past the test. Now he recognized the Lord's power. Now suddenly Sugriva changed his mind. See, all that anger, everything is gone. See, that's the greatness of Bhagavan's company. He said, Bhagavan, now forget about Vali and all that. I am your servant and I just want to worship you. Drop this mission of killing Vali. I think he is my brother. Now look at this. Suddenly Vairagya came to Sugriva. Bhagavan said, no, I gave you my word. It should be fulfilled. Now you go and challenge that valley for a combat. Sugriva was hesitant. Should I go? Yes, you should go. And challenge him. Now Sugriva goes and challenges Vali in front of Vali's palace. At that time, Tara, Vali's wife, who is a wise lady, she told Vali, oh Nath, Sugriva doesn't have this tongue to challenge you. Definitely he must be having some foreign aid. That is why he is daring to challenge you. Therefore, don't go and fall into the trap. Wali is a darpok. Women are always afraid. You said that he has whom she is help. If he is Bhagavan, then he is some other she. I have not done any harm to him, and why should he kill me? And if he is really Bhagavan, and if he kills me, I will die at his hands. That is all. That is also wonderful. I will get Viragati. I will get Mukti. Saying that, he came and challenged Sugriva. And Sugriva and Vali's fight is famous. Vali Sugriva. The fight begins. Now you see, Sugriva is no match for Vali. Vali gave such a fatal blow. Sugriva got exhausted. He was looking for Ramchandraji's help, but nothing is coming. But then he realized, I have to escape. One thing I told you, Sugriva is good in running. So he escaped and ran, came back to Bhagavan. He started blaming Bhagavan. You told me you will save me. And I also told you he is Mahabalavan. Why you want me to die in his hand? If that was the intention, you could have done yourself. Why you have to send me to him? Like this he started blaming Bhagavan. Bhagavan said, listen, you both look alike. Just think, if I had shot an arrow and it hit you, instead of him, it would have been terrible tragedy. So now I put one garland on your neck, and now you go and challenge. Bhagavan touched Sugriva's body. All his pains disappeared and became stronger. Lord Rama asked Lakshmana to give him a garland to wear so that he can recognize it. Now, invigorated, double strength now, Sugriva goes again and challenges Vali. This time Tara warns sternly, look, he is coming back so soon. There must be something behind it. But Vali doesn't care. His policy is that whoever challenging to a fight, he will face it or he will finish him. Then he came and started fighting with Sugriva. Now Bhagavan hiding behind a tree, watching their fight. This time Sugriva's attention was on Bhagavan. When the Lord saw that Sugriva is losing strength, he shot one arrow on Vali's chest and Vali fell down. And the Lord comes there and stood in front of Vali. Vali looks at him and he said, you have come here to establish dharma. And standing behind a tree, why did you kill me? Kill me like an animal, you kill me. Why did you do that? Now see, in Ramayana, Tara, his wife, did not question Bhagavan's act. Angad, his son, also did not question. but we keep on questioning. Bhagavan said, if you think I have done wrong, okay, I can make you live and live forever. Now you know what Vali said? I am not a fool. Why should I live in this monkey form? Now before a standpoint, we have to look at this episode. Number one point, when Brahmaji had asked all gods to create from their own amshas monkeys meant for helping Bhagavan in his incarnation as human being, Nara, to defeat Ravana and put an end to his terrorism in this world. Vali is the son of Indra. What was his job? He should have waited and supported Ramchandraji to destroy Ravana. And what he did? He defeated Ravana individually. Afterwards, what? Made friendship with him. It is going against the main purpose of avatar. Second point is, Sugriva was not at all at fault. And when he explained that, still trying to kill that Sugriva, not only that, keeping his wife also with him, and chasing him everywhere, intention of killing him, that is also a dharma. Now why behind a tree? Vali is Indraputra. Indra Bhagavan gave him one necklace. Vali himself was very strong, and added to that a blessing from Indra. Whoever comes in front of him, his half the power goes to him. Therefore, always he was 1 plus. Bhagavan was respecting that boon was given to him by his father Indra. So Bhagavan said, you keep this body. He said, I understand my mistake. Vali says, but I am not going to keep this body. Actually, this body was meant for serving you, but I did not do that. But now when Bhagavan, you are standing in front of me and your name is on my lips, can there be any better chance and better death for this body? Bhagavan, Vali said, Bhagavan, I did not serve you, but my son Angad, he will serve you. He will in all respect, he is in all respect equal to me in strength and power. In the end, Vali became victorious. He strengthened his love for Ramchandraji and he left his body. And when he dropped his body, he did not feel anything. Like a garland put on elephant neck, and when it falls down, the elephant doesn't even know that. So easily he left his body. Bhagavan sent him to his own abode, Vaikunta. Naturally, Tara came running. She did not blame Ramchandraji. At that time, the Lord gave her Atma Vidya without her asking for it. Brahma Vidya. And Vali's wife Tara gained self-knowledge from Bhagavan directly. When she got that knowledge, she asked one boon, that is to have devotion to his lotus feet. Then Bhagavan asked Sugriva to perform the last rites for Vali. Then Bhagavan instructed Lakshmana and Hanuman do the coronation ceremony for Sugriva. I cannot enter any town or city for 14 years. Then he said, remember, you have to send out search party to find Sita. But it is now rainy season, it will be difficult. So you be here and enjoy the kingdom and pleasure of the company of your wife for 4 months. I will stay in the perversion mountain. Now see here, one thing we have to know. Here Bhagavan did, according to the contract what? Each one should help each other, right? This is the contract. Now the first part, Bhagavan himself does his part. Without expecting the other person to do his part. This is the greatness of Bhagavan. See, there was a person, he went to Tirupati Venkateshwara and said, Bhagavan, I bought this lottery. It is $1 million. Please make it happen. Prayed. And the contract with Bhagavan was, if I get it, I will offer 50%. That was the contract. Bhagavan also thought not a bad idea. So Venkateshwara always collect money, He still had to pay interest to Kubera. Kubera is a loan shark, you see. Loan sharks are said you can never pay off your capital. That is it. So Kubera also like that. So Bhagavan is still collecting money. So what happened? The result came. So result was the second prize, $500,000. Not first prize, second prize. Now, according to the contract, this person has to give Bhagavan $250,000, isn't it? But when the time came to give Bhagavan, what he thought, see, look, Bhagavan, you are so smart. You took the 50% already, then only you gave me only 50%. This is our thinking, see. But Bhagavan is not like that. He does his duty first. But then what happened? Sugriva, after a long time, got all the pleasures. He totally forgot about his duty towards the Lord. But he called Hanuman, you just look after the kingdom. I am going to enjoy everything. So drinking, eating, sleeping. Bhagavan Rama, as he was living on the perversion mountain and looking at the nature and how the nature was changing, the clouds gathering, the rains pouring down, and Ram and Lakshmana was together, they did not play cards and waste their time or watch, YouTube and all that. Looking at the nature, Bhagavan was remembering many Vedantic thoughts, spiritual thought of Dharma, Vairagya, Niti, Yoga, etc. This portion in Tulsi Ramayana is very beautiful. Now what happened? Time is passing. Hanumanji realized, my master Sugriva has forgotten Lord's work. So Hanumanji stands for Guru. Because he is avatar of Bhagavan Shivaji. So Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parampara. So he stands for Guru. So Guru is the one that reminds his disciple, hey, you have to do your duty. So one day he went to Sugriva and said, Maharaj, Ramchandraji did what he promised to do and now you also do what you promised to do. Otherwise, you know what will happen. Sugriva said, yeah, you are right. Thank you, thank you. Do one thing, send message to all monkeys and ask them to come within 2 days. And if not, I will kill them. And again he went to his bedroom. Anyway, Hanumanji sent message. Now here, rainy season is over. Bhagavan realized Sugriva has not come. He got angry. He said, Lakshmana, Sugriva has forgotten his promise. Therefore, I must teach him a lesson. That arrow which killed Vali, I will use it and kill him. But not today, tomorrow. Now, this is a very important lesson for all of us. Whenever we get angry, don't immediately act. Immediately pick up the phone and fire that guy, left and right, and make him shiver. No. Postpone it for a day. Whatever action you want to take, postpone it for a day. Then next day, that impact will not be there. That grip of anger will not be there. You will calm down and you start thinking better. Then you will not lose a friend of yours. That is the point. So he said, I will do it tomorrow. So the Lakshmana said, I can do that. But Bhagavan said, wait a minute, you only go and just frighten him a little bit, that is all. Don't do too much. We let him get a little scared, that's all. Why? Because if your friend is going astray from the righteous path, bring him back, that is the dharma of a good friend. Now here, Lakshmana goes to Kishkinda with Dhanushman, making noise. All the monkeys got frightened and ran here and there. Now Sugriva heard this, and Hanumanji went and informed him, Maharaj, as I told you, Lakshmana is coming, you know his anger. Sugriva is also very intelligent, and he has understood Lakshmana's nature. I will not go directly to face him now. That will be dangerous. So what he did was, he sent Tara and Angad and Hanuman to pacify. Because Lakshmana will not get angry with Tara. She is a woman, so he will not get angry with her. That was his thinking. And so sent Tara, Angad and Hanuman. When he is calm, tell me, let me know. Hanuman said, our Maharaj has already sent message to monkeys and they will be arriving in no time. Please come, please come. Now, when he heard that news, Lakshmana was a little calm. So then he took him to Sugriva's place. Sugriva was hiding under cot. Hanumanji said, no, it's okay, come out. Hanumanji informed Sugriva, Sugriva come out and holds the feet of Lakshmana. Lakshmanaji gave Abhayadan to Sugriva, now do not wait, let us go to Bhagavan. Now this Sugriva is also very smart. He goes first and prostrate to Bhagavan and says, Bhagavan, please forgive me. Then he says, really speaking, I am not at all at fault. Why are you saying that? Because Bhagavan, your Maya is so powerful. Even tapasvi and munis also get tempted. Look at me, I am only a monkey. How can I be saved from your Maya? to be freed from lust, greed and anger, passion. People like us, by our own effort, it is not possible to conquer. It is only by your grace such a thing is possible. So, I did not come and report you. It is also your fault only, not my fault. So you are the one who tied us, and you have to release us also. Bhagavan said, okay. Now, as they were talking, millions of monkeys came there in different colors, different shapes. Sugriva, now you are the king, therefore you should give them instructions. Sugriva divided the monkeys into 4 groups and he tells them to go, one group east, another west, third north, the last one was south. And the south direction, the best team that was selected was of Nala, Neela, Jambavan, Hanuman and Angada was the captain. Angada was the crown prince. Now when Sugriva was giving instruction to each group, he was well informed about the geographical condition of every region. What one should look for, now what are the dangers you should be careful about. All of them he was giving a detailed description. Bhagavan was surprised and asked, Sugriva, how do you know all this? He said, because of fear of Vali, I was running from place to place. So, he has got first-hand information, first-hand knowledge about every place. See, even though he was running with fear of Vali, but he was so smart, he noticed everything. That's greatest Sugriva. Sugriva said, I will give you 1 month time. If you don't find Sitaji and then come back after 1 month, I will kill all of you. That was it. Sugriva Ajna. Now, Dakshina. So, if you don't find Sitaji, come back within 1 time and report. Then you are okay. But after 1 month, you come back slowly and say, oh, we didn't find. That's not good. Now, Dakshina Disha, the group selected were going. And Hanumanji came to take leave of Bhagavan. And Bhagavan knew it is only Hanumanji will accomplish the task. Therefore he gave him his ring with Ram Naam. You take this, and he gave Sitaji a message also. She will trust you with this. Now these monkeys were so enthusiastic. Even if they see any ordinary Rakshasa, they think it is Ravana and pounce on him and kill him. Then they know that it cannot be Ravana. How can he be killed so easily? He cannot be Ravana. Hanumanji was calm, chanting Ram Naam. Now all the monkeys were thirsty and hungry after a long travel. They were looking for some water or some fruits, but nothing was available. Then Hanumanji noticed from a gufa, the gufa birds were going and coming out, the wings were wet. So he thought must be water inside the cave. The cave was dark, but everybody was afraid to enter the cave. So Hanumanji first and all the monkeys behind, one by one, holding Hanumanji tail, Angada's tail, Nala's tail, like that, like a train. They were going. And inside they entered, they saw a beautiful lake and a temple with a gold color. And inside that, they saw a beautiful lady was sitting there. Her name was Sampoorna. The Sampoorna story also we should know. Hanumanji asked who you are. She said, who you are and what is this city, how this city came to be. She explains, the architect of this city is Maya. This Maya got this power by doing many years of tapas to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji blessed him with the power of this creation. Maya was eventually killed by Indra because he got into an affair with the Apsaras Hema. So for Hema he built this city. Swayamprabha said she is the daughter of the sage Savarni and a close friend of Hema, the Apsaras. So Hema, the Swayamprabha was given this city to God and it treasures by Hema. Then Hanumanji informs who they are and what is their mission. And they said, we are Ramadutas. She was impressed because he was a great devotee of Sri Ram. And Swayamprabha said, go and take a dip in the lake and drink whatever drink water you want to drink and quench your thirst. And there are fruits available, go and enjoy. The monkeys were waiting for that. They had a good bath in the lake and drank heart content water and ate all the fruits. And when they came back, they told Swayamprabha, it is already 1 month. We are late. If we go back without having any information of Sita ji, we are dead. So please help us. So Swayamprabha said, close your eyes. I will transport you. So they all closed their eyes. When they opened their eyes, they found themselves the shore of the ocean. Now, and Angada was telling that, say, in front of us a vast ocean. And I don't know why we came here. Now to go back. Anyway, death only waiting for us. It is Sugriva Ajna. It will take another 15 days to reach there, walking. So what is the use of going and dying in the hands of Sugriva? And also, he had doubt about Sugriva's intention. Because of Ramchandraji's protection only, I am safe. Otherwise, he would have killed me also. My uncle killed my father. So he might kill me also. What is the guarantee? This may be an excuse. So what is the point going back and dying? So everybody lie down on the seashore. Darba grass they put and they start lying down. At that time there was Jadayu's brother Sampati was also there, a vulture, but he had no wings. That is another story. This Jadayu and Sampati both were great, they are brothers. And they were very mighty, powerful when they were young. And one day they thought that let us go to sun. See, this thought will come sometime. Americans and Indian and Europeans, they were discussing, scientists were discussing. Americans said, we went to, we reached moon. Europeans said, we are trying to go to Mars. Indian gentlemen said, what? We are planning to go to sun. How can you reach sun like that? You won't be able to reach. No rocket can reach there. Before it reaches there, it will burn. He said, what do you think? You are a fool or what? No. We'll go in the night, he said. These are all called PJ jokes, okay? Poor jokes. Anyway, but these people went daytime only. Jadayu and somebody, they flew. And flying, they reached almost there. But Jadayu could not take the heat of the sun, so close. So out of love for his younger brother, somebody protected him under his wings. But in the process what happened? His wings got hurt, he fell down near the shore. And Jadayu escaped. Afterwards, where they were separated, they didn't know each other where they were. And somebody cannot fly and catch prey because he has no wings. But when he saw these monkeys lying down in front of him, he was very happy. He said, I am old, I cannot go looking for my food. Now look at Bhagavan is good, graceful. He has given me breakfast, lunch, dinner together. So arranged by the Lord. Now the moment the monkey saw the big, huge vulture is approaching them, they got frightened. And Angad started telling, see, this is very natural for human nature. So somebody in the party talking about ghosts, then the whole party will be ghost stories only, isn't it? Everybody will contribute. The same way Angad saw this vulture, he remembered another vulture. There was one vulture, Jadayu, who died serving Rama. And here, look at this vulture, he wants to eat us. Somebody said, whose name you took just now? He said, Jadayu. He said, he is my brother. Tell me what happened. Then they narrated the whole story. Then when he heard everything from the monkey, now he said, now this Sampadi had a blessing from a Muni that you do some Rama Seva. One day Ramadutas will come. If you help them, then you will get back to your wing. That was a blessing the Muni gave. So, I remember now one Muni has blessed me. Then he said, from here, when I look at it, these vultures can see far, far. 800 miles you could see. I can see Lanka, I see one Devi Sitaji sitting under a tree. Now you can go there. The one who can cross this ocean, he can find Sitaji. And as he was telling this, wonder of wonders, his wings grew and he was so happy. And he said, monkeys, you see the reward of serving Rama? And how lucky you are. You are the direct sevaks of Bhagavan. Then one who has balam, buddhi, fortitude and have faith can cross this ocean. And he flew away. Happily flew away. Now Angad asked each monkey, how many miles you can jump? So one person said 10 miles, another 20 miles. Then everybody looked at Jambu. He said, now I am old. There was a time I went 7 times around the world when Bhagavan took Avatara of Vamana Bhagavan. At that time I went to Pradeshana of Vamana Bhagavan 7 times. But now I am old. Angad said, I can go all right, but I don't stop at Lanka, I may go to Australia. But I don't know, I will have the power to come back also. Jambavanji said, you are our captain, you are our Yuvaraj, we cannot send you. Now all this time, Hanumanji was sitting quietly. Kahahi Chipati Sunu Hanumana 29.
कहैरी चपति सुनु हनुमाना काचुप साधि रहे बलवाना पवन तनय बल पवन समाना बुद्धि विवेक विज्ञान निधाना कवन सो काज कठिन जग माहि जो नहीं होई तात तुम पाहि राम काज लगी तव अवतार सुनत ही भय उपर बतार कनक बरन तन तेज विराज मान अपर गिरि कर राजा सिंहनाद करि बर निवार लीलहि नागमु जल निधिखारा सहित सहाय रावण निमारी आनौहि त्रिकूट उपारी जामवंत मैं पूछहु तोहि उचित सिखावनु दीजहु मोहि इतना करहु तात तुम जाई सीतहि देखि कहु सुधियाई तब निज भुज बल राजीव नैना कौतुक लागी संग कपि सेना।
Kapi said,
कपिसेन संग संहारी निशिचर बाहु सीतल आनी है त्रैलोक पावन सुजसु सुर मुनि नारदादि बखानी है जो सुनत गावत कहत समुझत परम पदन पावई रघुबीर पद पाथो मधुकर दास तुलसी गावही भव भेषज रघुनाथ जसु सुनहि जे नर अरु नारी तिन्ह कर सकल मनोरथ सिद्ध करहि त्रिसरारी नीलोत्पल तन श्याम काम कोटि शोभा अधिक सुनियता सुगुण ग्राम जासु नाम अघ खग बधिक
सियावर
रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय
कहई रीछ पति सुनु हनुमाना काचुब साधि रहु बलवाना. Jambavan looked at Hanumanji. Hanuman was sitting quietly. He asked, why are you sitting quietly? You are the strongest. Why are you keeping quiet? Pavana Tayana Tanaya Bala Pavana Samana. You are the son of Vayu Bhagavan. You are equal to Vayu Bhagavan in strength. Also Buddhi, Viveka, Vijnana, Nidhana. You are the abode of Buddhi, knowledge and wisdom. Kavana so kaj khadina jag mahi, jo nahi hoi tata tum pahi. Is there anything in this world which is difficult for you to accomplish? In other Ramayana, like Valmiki Ramayana, Jambavan reminds him that when you are a little child, you jumped and swallowed sun. That was your power. And how can you just sit there? And this ocean is nothing, 800 miles is nothing compared to going to sun and swallowing. Then Hanumanji, after all that saying, because Hanumanji had this curse, see, because he became so powerful. See, when he was struck, when he swallowed the sun, he was struck by Indra Bhagavan with his Vajrayana. He fell down, and when he fell down, Vayudevata took him and took him to Patal. And when Vayudeva disappeared from the earth, what happened? Oxygen supply cut off. Everybody was suffering. And Indradevata realized his mistake. He came looking for Vayudevata, where he saw Vayudevata is sitting with his son on his lap. And Hanumanji was unconscious. And Indradevata said, hey, this is your son, we didn't know. You should have thought about it. How can an ordinary son can jump and swallow sun? Should have thought about it. Sorry, we didn't have any record of his birth and all that. So, we made a mistake, please forgive us. Then please release oxygen. Bhagavan said, if I release oxygen, you will say thank you and go. What about my son? So by the time all other devatas also came, Brahmaji, Varna Devata, Agni Devata, and Ashtadikpalakas, everybody came. And Ayodevata said, you bless my child. So each one of them blessed Hanumanji with their power. Brahmaji also blessed him that Brahmastra will not affect you. So Agni Devata also blessed him, Agni will not touch him. Now with already Hanumanji is powerful, but with this added blessing he became more powerful. So what happened? He was a baby. He used to go and tease these Mahatmas. When they are doing tapas, he will lift them, put them down. Like that, some naughty things he used to do. So one day they thought that, this monkey has got so much power. So one Mahatma cursed him, saying that, may you not remember your power. But then he realized, he is born for the purpose of Ramchandra's. And he said, okay, Shapa Moksha also was given. If somebody reminds of your power, then he will regain the memory. And that is what happened here. Then Jambavan finally said, Rama kajile ki tava avatara, sunata ki bhayavu parvata akara. Your life, your birth is for Ramakarya. When he heard that, Hanumanji increased his size to Parvatakara, a mountainous size. Kanaka Varanatana Teja Viraja Manaho Upper Girini Kara Raja. His body was shining like gold, golden shine. He assumed a huge form, like a mountain. His body was shining like gold. Then Hanumanji said, Simhanada kari barahi bara, leelahi nakhau jaladati khara. He gave a lioness roar again and again. And he said, I can even drink this ocean dry. That much power I feel now. Sahita Sahaya Ravanahi Mari Anahu Iha Trukuta Upari. I can go now, so much enthusiasm and energy I feel. I can go and kill Ravana and bring the whole mountain, Trakut Parvat. I can lift and bring back. But see his humility. Jamavanta me puchahu tohi uchita sikhavanati jahumohi. That is very important. I do all enthusiasm because of this energy I am feeling. But should I do all that? Jamavanji, you are the eldest. Please advise me. So this is very important. See, best example for youth and old people. Don't say there is a generation gap and all that. Old people should give proper direction. Now Jambavanji said, Itana karahu tat tum jai. सीता ही देखी कहु सुति आई तपदिज भुजबल राजीव नयना कौतुक लागी संग कपिसेना. Your job is only to go and find Sitaji and come back and give Ramchandra the message. Then it is Ramchandra who will take all the monkeys in sport and kill Ravana. This glory of Bhagavan's victory will be sung by Rishimunis, and his glory will be spread in this three world. Kapi Sena Sangha Sandhari Nichara Rama Sita Ki Aanhe Trailokya Pavana Sujya Susura Muni Naradadi Bakhani. So, this story of Bhagavan will be spread in the three world, and this story is such that the one who listened, sings, telling, understanding, that person will attain the supreme good. Bhava Veshaja Raghunada Jasu Sunahi Je Nara Arunari Dinakara Sakala Manorada Siddha Karahi Trisirari Nilol Pardhanashyama Kama Kodi Sobha Atika Suniya Tasu Gunagrama Jasu Mama Akha Khaga Pratika. So, Tulsidaji says, this is what Tulsidaji is singing. Ramchandraji's yes is the remedy for samsara dukkha. All who sings this story will develop bhakti to the Lord. That bhakti is the antidote to all samsara dukkha. With this, we complete the Kishkinda Kand here. Boliye Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. The next one is Sundarakand. Sundar hai wo. You will see the introduction after the break. Kishkinda Kand. Now we are entering into the most popular canto called Sundarakand. Now in Ramayana there are 7 cantos. These 7 cantos are compared to 7 Punya Nagaris in Bharat. So each Punya Nagari is capable of giving us moksha. So Balakand is compared to Ayodhya. Ayodhya Nagari, if you are born and brought up there, they say you will attain mukti. Then Mathura, the Ayodhya Kand is compared to Mathura. Mathura where Bhagavan was born, Krishna was born. That Nagari also considered Punya Nagari. Then Maya. Maya is Aranyakand. We saw Maya Nagari. Everything is Maya. Maya Nagari is not Bombay, okay? It is Haridwar. Haridwar is a Punya Nagari. Then Kishkinda Kand is compared to Kashi. Kashi Vishwanath, Kashi Varanasi. That is also Punya Nagari. You know, in Gujarati there is a saying, Surat ma jaban, Kashi ma maran. Why? Because it seems whoever died there, Bhagavan Shivji himself come and whisper in his ear, Taraka mantra, that is Ram mantra. That's why Kashi is supposed to be a mokshadam nagari. Now this Sundarakand is compared to Kanchi. Kanchi Nagari is in south. This Kanchi Nagari is divided into 2 sections. One is called Vishnu Kanchi, another is Shiva Kanchi. So, here also in Sundarakand, Tulsidas Sundarakand is peculiar. There are 60 dohas. The 30 dohas are the Shiva Mahima, means Hanumanji's Mahima. Then after that, 31 onwards, you will see Bhagavan Vishnu Ramchandraji's Mahima. So that's why it's appropriately titled as Kanchi. Then Yuddhakand is compared to Avantika. Then Uttarakand is compared to Dwarka. This is how it is compared. Now we have to begin that canto which is well known by the name Sundarakand. It is very popular, but one thing is there, when you see Balakand, Ayodhyakand, Aranyakand, Kishkindakand, Yuddhakand, Uttarakand and all that, it is proper, appropriate name according to the story. But when it comes to Sundarakand, how this kand is called Sundarakand? It is not known to many. Here the Sundarakand is, number one meaning is, the word Sundar is an adjective for canto, means a beautiful canto. Simple meaning. Other meaning is Sundarasya. This canto is about the one who is very Sundar, very beautiful. Now two persons are really beautiful. One is Bhagavan, the other is Bhakta. There is none other than that is beautiful. We studied Ayodhya Kand. It has two parts. First part, glory of Ramachandraji is there. And the second part, glory of Bharata, is also there. Now when it comes to Sundarakand, first part is the glory of Hanuman. He is Sundar. And the second part is Ramachandraji's glory. Here Bhakta first and Bhagavan later. There Bhagavan first and Bhakta later. Again, what is Sundar? Hearing about which, thinking about which, your heart melts. Melts in love and devotion. And it is elevated to divine heights. That is called Sundar. We saw that when Karadushana saw Ramachandraji, they forgot their Rakshasi nature. And even they forgave, even though they felt insulted by cutting off their sister's ear and nose. But still, they said, we don't want to shoot arrows on you. You go away, and we allow you to go away. Leave your lady with us. They forgot their Rakshasi nature. That is called Sundarata. Now this canto begins with 3 slokas. As I told you, this canto they find out Sitaji's whereabouts. Therefore 3 are there again. These verses are very beautiful. Shantam.
शान्तं शाश्वतमप्रमेयमनघं निर्वाणशान्तिप्रदं ब्रह्मा शम्भुपणीन्द्रसेव्यमनिशं वेदान्तवेद्यं विभुं रामाख्यं जगदीश्वरं सुरगुरुं मायामनुष्यं हरिं वन्देऽहं करुणाकरं रघुवरं भूपालचूडामणिं नान्यास्पृहा रघुपते हृदये स्मदीये सत्यं वदामि च भवानखिलान्तरात्मा भक्तिं प्रयच्छ रघुपुङ्गवनिर्भरां मे कामादिदोषरहितं कुरु मानसं च अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलादेहं दनुजवनकृशालं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि।
शांतं शाश्वतम् अप्रमेयमनघं निर्वाण शांतिप्रदं वंदेहं अहं वंदे। I bow down to the one who is Shantam, peace. Shashwatam Shantam, eternal peace. It's not like our Shanti, temporary Shanti. Here, Bhagavan's peace of mind is Ashashwatam, Aprameyam, immeasurable or unknowable through our means of knowledge. Prameya means immeasurable, you cannot compare, incomparable. Anakam, sinless. Nirvana Shanti Pradap, the giver of the peace of liberation. Because Bhagavan has that peace, eternal peace, therefore he is capable of giving that peace to others also. The two words, one Shanti and Shanti Pradap. One who has Shanti can give Shanti to others. Who is that? Anisham, always what? Brahma Shambhu Phanisham Sevyam. The one who is always served by Brahmaji, Shivji, Shesha Bhagavan. Now who are they? Jambavat is Brahmaji and Hanuman is Lord Shiva and Lakshmana is Ananta Sheshanath. Vedanta Vedyam Vibhum, the one who is realized through Vedas. Now in these lines, Nirguna Nirakara Parabrahma Swarupa is indicated. And that Paramatma himself is Ramakhyam Jagadishwaram. Now he is called the Lord of the universe, Brahma Swarupa and Ishvara Swarupa and Maya Manushyam Harim. That is Avatara Swarupa. Karunakaram, most compassionate. Raghuvaram, the best among Raghuvamshis. Bhupala Chudamanim, the crust jewel of all kings. That Rama I bow down. Aham Vande. Very beautiful verse. Now Bhagavan said to Prasiddhaji, you are doing all namaskar and all that to me, praising me, I am that and this. What is that you want? So second verse, Nanyas prahar kupate hridaye smadiye. What? I have no desire. Na anyas prahar kupate asmin hridaye naspraha. I have no desire for any worldly pleasure or gain. Bhagavan looked at him and said, are you telling me the truth? Because sometimes people say, no, your friend is sitting at home, you are going for shopping, you ask, do you want anything? Yeah, I don't want it. But anyway, you are sitting here, come with me. Then you go there, what happened? He'll buy a whole thing, isn't it? When you see something, you develop desire, isn't it? Compulsory shopping, isn't it? Like that, Siddhartha, you are telling you don't want anything, but maybe if you see things, you will change your mind. So Siddhartha says, no, satyam vadami cha bhavan akilantaratma. Bhagavan, I am telling you the truth because you are the indweller of my heart. Not only my heart, every heart. So you know before I know, you know it but before. Then what is that you want? Okay. What is that you want? Bhaktim prayachara kupungava nirbharame. Bhagavan, fill my heart. Bless me with nirbhara bhakti. That devotion which is given by the Lord, protected by the Lord, supported by the Lord, that bhakti in which bhakta is totally dependent on the Lord, please bless me with nirbhara bhakti. But Bhagavan said, okay, I will give you. But then, where should I fill that devotion? In your mind, isn't it? Please clean up your mind so that I can fill your heart with devotion for me. So Siddhartha said, Areva, if I can purify myself, why should I come to you? And also another problem, in the process of purifying, we make it dirtier. Have you seen in Bombay, after you come out of the airport, especially domestic airport, on the traffic light there will be, you stop the car, some children from the slum area, they come with the cloth to wipe your windshield. And the cloth is dirty, he is dirty. Instead of cleaning, he'll make it more dirty. The same way, we try to clean our mind, we make it more dirty. So therefore Tulsidas says, Kama didosha rahitam kuru manasam. Please remove the impurities which are in the form of kama adi. Kama, krodha, lopa, moha, mada, matsarya, ityadi. Ragadveshas are the impurities of mind. Bhagavan, please remove that also. You clean yourself and fill my heart. Say, this is what total dependence on Bhagavan. Don't think I can do it. The moment you assert yourself, you can do it, Bhagavan leave you. Because he is a very decent guy. He doesn't interfere. He gives you total freedom. Now, when you want something, you apply for some post or job. What is that? Gives weight to that application. Shuparsha, isn't it? Recommendation. Now Tulsidas feel, I need some recommendation. Who I can approach? He goes to Hanumanji. He said, Atulita baladamam eva shaila bhashyadeham. I bow down to the son of Vayu Bhagavan, Vayu Devata, that is Hanumanji. How he is? Atulita baladamam. He is the abode of immeasurable strength. Hema shailabha deham. his body shines like gold. Dhanujavana Krishanam is a fire to burn the forest of Rakshasas. Jnaninam Agraganyam, the foremost among all wise men. Jnaninam Agraganyam. Sakala at the same time, Sakala Gunanidhanam is the very treasure of all noble virtues. Vanaranam Adhisham, the one who ruled over the hearts of all monkeys, and that was Hanumanji. The most important, Raghupati Priya Bhaktam, the dear devotee of Bhagavan Ramchandraji, Raghupati, Lord of Raghu. Bhagavan loved him, he loved him also. Now go back to the end of Kishkinda Kanda. When Jambavan said to Hanuman, why are you keeping quiet? Your very life is meant for Bhagavan Ramchandraji's work. Then your job is to search for Sitaji and give her message from Rama and get her message to Ramchandraji. The rest of the thing will be sung. That's how the thing will be done by the Lord Himself, sportingly, and His glory will be sung everywhere. Now start. Jamavant. Oh, the picture nahi hai? It's not there? Okay. Jamavant ke vachan suhaye, suni Hanumant hridaya adhipaye.
जामवंत के वचन जामवंत के वचन सुहाए सुनि हनुमंत हृदय दिभाए तब लगी मोहि परि केहु तुम भाई सही दुख कंद मूल फल खाई जब अगि आवो सीतहि देखी होई ही काजु मोहि हर्ष विशेषी यह कही नाई सबहि कहु माता चले हर्षि धरि रघुनाथा सिंधु तीर एक भूधर सुंदर कौतुक कूदि चढ़ऊ ताऊ पर बार बार रघुबीर सभारी कर के पवन तनय बल भारी यही गिरि चरण देहि हनुमंता चलऊ सौग पाताल तुरंता जिमि अमोघ रघुपति कर बाण एहि भाति चलऊ हनुमान जल निधि रघुपति दूत विचारी तय मैना कहो हमारी हनुमान देहि बरसार कर पुनि कीन्ह प्रणाम राम काजु कीन्हे बिनु मोहि कहावे श्याम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सतनाथ महाराज की जय।
These Jamavant के वचन सुहाए सुनि हनुमंत हृदय अधिपाए. These words of Jambavan pleased Hanumanji very much. तब लगे मोहि परिखहु तुम भाई सही दुख कंद मूल फल खाई. Now he addressed all his friends, Nala, Neela, Angada and other Vanaras. Now I am going, but don't go back. Stay here only. Wait for me. And what is that he said? sahi, dukkha, all uncomfort, etc. you may have, I know, you endure that. Kanda moola palakai. Only vegetarian, okay? Don't go to the ocean and start fishing fishes and all that. Making barbecue on the seashore. No, don't do that. Take some phala moola, kanda moola phala, khai. जब लगी आवो सीत ही देखी. When I come back after seeing Sita ji, so they ask, how come you are so sure you will see Sita ji? Ohi kaaj ohi harasya visheshi. Because I feel inside my heart lot of enthusiasm and joy. Because when you start anything, in the beginning itself you lose. Oh, I don't know whether I will succeed or not. You start lamenting, then it will not be successful. You should have that cheerful enthusiasm. That's what Hanuman is. I feel enthusiasm. Ehi kahi nai sabhi kahu mata, chalo har sihiya dhari raghunatha. Saying, he prostrated to everyone. Then, Harashi here Dhari Raghunatha Chalavu. Then he went remembering or keeping Bhagavan image in his heart. Sindhu Dina Ek Bhutara Sundara Kautuka Kuti Chadauta Uppar. Along the shores of the ocean there was small mountain, and he jumped on that. बार बार रघुबीर संबारी तनक उपवर तनय बलबारी जेहि गिरि चरण देई हनुमंता चलऊ सोगा पाताल तुरंता. Wherever, whichever mountain top Hanumanji stepped on, that mountain went to Patala. That was the power of Hanumanji. Jimi amokha Raghupati karabana, ehi bandi chalau Hanumana. What a beautiful comparison. So Hanumanji shot from that Mandara Parvata like an arrow that was shot from Bhagavan's bow. Amokha Raghupati Karavana. Amokha means infallible. How Bhagavan's arrow never failed. The same way Hanumanji was compared here like an arrow shot from the bow of Ramachandraji. Now imagine Hanumanji is flying. And at that time, Jalaniti Raghupati Duta Bichari De Mainaka Ohi Sramahari. See, in the ocean there was a mountain hidden. His name was Mainaka Parvata. Olden days, all these mountains had wings. Now then what happened? The mountains, they have wings but they can fly. So suddenly they take off, from one place to another. Maybe visiting friends and all that, they go. So these Rishi Munis who are doing tapas on the mountain, they get disturbed. Their meditation is disturbed. So they all complain to Indra Bhagavan. Indra Bhagavan, okay, I will take care of it. He came and with this Vajrayana he started cutting the wings of this Parvat. And this Mainak Parvat saw that my turn also will come. So what he did, he flew fast. And Vayudevata helped him. Sometimes you get the tailwind, like that. So Vayudevata helped him to speed up his flight and he hid in the ocean. So Indra didn't see him. So he was saved with his wings. Now this Mainak Parvat was grateful to Pavana Devata. He knew Hanumanji is Pavana Devata's son. Not only that, Ramadut also. So I want to do some seva to the messenger. So Mainak Parvat rose from the ocean as Hanumanji was flying and told him, hey, come and take rest. And rest means what? Take some fruits, things, lie down a little bit. It's a cat nap or what called power nap, take it, and then proceed. Because this Mainak Parvat was like a 5-star hotel, he had everything. What Hanumanji said, Hanuman tehi parasat kar, puriki na pranama, Rama ka chukile binu, mohika vishrama. Now, this journey of Hanumanji is very, very significant. Whenever we take up any project, there will be some obstacles. Especially for a sadhaka, when he starts practicing spiritual practices, when you start, there will be so many obstacles. Some obstacles are very pleasant, but they are big obstacles. This is the first obstacle came this way. This Mainak Parvat. And for Hanumanji, therefore said, Hanumanji, it's a long journey, 800 miles journey. So you have to take some rest and eat something and regain your strength. Then continue your journey. Then what Hanumanji did? He touches the mountain and he said, thank you very much, and said, Rama kaj ki ne vina mohikaha vishram. Without accomplishing Bhagavan's mission, where is the question of taking rest? This is the meaning. So, Lakshachudam, one should be continuously conscious, aware of our goal. We should not forget. Hanumanji never forget what for he is going. It is Ramakaj. It is for the work of Ramji. I am going. Unless that is accomplished, I cannot take rest. It has got very meaning. You take rest only when you are tired. Hanumanji said, I am not tired. You have to conquer the temptation of taking rest. Sometimes alasada comes, procrastination comes. So you listen to some Mahatmas, satsang, and they advise you to practice meditation every day. And he gives you mantra also. And then you come home, you decide you will practice from tomorrow onwards. The tomorrow comes, what happened? Weekend में शुरू करेंगे. It is working day. Saturday, Sunday I will be free. I will start. When Saturday comes, what? After hard work, whole 5 days, only one Saturday come, let me sleep little more. Like this we keep postponing. So that one has to be aware of it and overcome it. That is the teaching here. Now, Hanumanji, after that proceed further. Jata Hanumanta Devana Dekha Janahu Kahumana Buddhi Vishesha. Now the Devatas are watching. Now Hanumanji is going alone. He is a monkey. And Ravana is powerful. The Lanka is protected. And Rakshasas, not only one, billions of Rakshasas are there. And he is going alone in the enemy land. And those days there was no, what you call, VIP protection, you see. If you are a minister or the president or prime minister, you are protected. Diplomatic immunity. Those things were not there at that time. So to go alone, whether he has the strength and intelligence to overcome the obstacles that he may face, or is he aware of the obstacles? So Devatas were doubtful. Suppose he failed in his mission, what will happen? They were anxious. So what they did, they sent somebody to test him. Now the examiner should be katak, strong. Hard-hearted, did not be any compassion. Suppose you keep the mother as an examiner to the child. What happened? Better pass. Well, here, who they selected? Surasa Nama Ahina Ke Mata Padaina Ai Kahi Tehi Mata. Surasa Nama, her name was Surasa. She is the mother of snakes. Now, heartless person. The children born to her, she started eating them. That is the kind of mother she is. So such a heartless person was sent. She was sent to examine, to test Hanumanji. She came and stood in front of Hanumanji. Aaj Surya Namoki Deena Ahara Sunata Vachana Kaha Pavana Kumara. She said, today Devatas have given me food. Now when Hanumanji heard that, Rama Kaju Kari Firime Avavu. I am going for Ramakaryam. I will accomplish that. Then I will come back and become your food. She did not care for that. Sita kai sudhi prabhu ki sunavi. Then he thought that this is a lady, another lady's sorrow, he will understand. And Hanumanji is brahmachari, he doesn't know about ladies' mind. If you tell to save some other lady, that lady will say, let us suffer, what is your problem? That also didn't work. Tapa tapa vatana paithav ai, satya kahu mohi janatam ai. He said, I am telling you the truth. When she came, opened her mouth to eat him, he said, Hanumanji thought the last resort, I will call her Mataji. Then she will have some, my satya kahu, I am telling you the truth. Mataji, I am telling you the truth. But this you call Mataji to everybody, some people don't like it. I had an experience, I was in Pune, I was standing in the bus stop. So one lady was standing, she was behind me. I felt that courtesy. I said, Mataji, up jaiye. When the bus came, I said, you go. She was Pakka Maharashtrian lady. She put her hand on her hip. तेरे को मैं माँ लगता है क्या? Am I looking like a mother to you or what? So afterwards I never call anybody Mataji. कवन हूँ जतन दे नहीं जाना रस से न मोही कह को अनुमाना. Whatever that he said, it was not, she was not listening. Then Hanuman said, okay, if you want to eat me, eat me. Jojana bharite hi badanu basara kapitanu kina tukana vistara. She opened her mouth, 1 yojana, 8 miles. And Hanumanji doubled it. Soraha yojana mukhat hi thao turata pavan sudha pratis bhayo. जय जय जैसा सुरसा बदन बठावा कासु धूल कवि रूप दिखावा सत योजन ते ही आनन कीना अथिल रूप पवन सुत लीना. And this competition was going on. She was extending her mouth, then he was doubling it. Finally she increased her mouth to the size of 100 yojana, 800 miles. Then Hanumanji thought, I am not here to compete with her. Now imagine she opened her mouth 800 miles wide. Hanumanji suddenly became small, mosquito sized, entered inside and came out. By the time she closes, it takes time, So she came out. That Nekhurupa Pavanasudalina Vadana Paiti Puni Bahar Ava Maga Vida Tahi Sudunava. Alrighty, as you wished, I entered your mouth. You didn't eat me, that is your problem. So please allow me to go. Then she completely changed. Mohi Surana Jehi Lagi Patava Buddhi Bala Maram Tor Me Pava. I was sent by the Devatas to test your intelligence and ability. Now you have passed with the distinction. मोहि सुरन जही लागी पड़ा बुद्धि बला मरम तोर में पावा. राम काज सब करिहु तुम बल बुद्धि निधान. आशीष देई गई सो हर्ष चलो हनुमान. Now she gave blessings that you are an abode of Balam Buddhi. So may you succeed in accomplishing the task of Bhagavan Ramchandra Ji. Now this Surasa stands for greed. Greed is the one keep on increasing. Our wants keep on increasing. When you have very limited income, you are happy. Actually, you are saving money. Now you have more income. What happened? No saving. Why? Your needs are increased. So Surasas stand for greed. Now how to overcome our greed? That is what Hanumanji is showing. reduce your wants, become small. Limited wants, limited comfort, minimum comfort. It's not that you should be deprived of comfort, but what is necessary, that alone, not overdoing. That is what is indicated by Bhagavan Hanumanji becoming small. Now this is journey of a sadhaka. Each step you can see those obstacles and how to overcome that. When you are progressing in your sadhana, what happens is the impurities that is there in our subconscious, that starts manifesting. And when it manifests because of your sensitivity, small thing become big for you. So therefore, how to overcome that also we should know. Only then we will reach. See, Hanumanji's journey is what? A journey to reach Sitaji. Sitaji stands for Shanti, peace, Mukti. Therefore, in the journey, there are obstacles, and there are one or two more obstacles are there. We shall see that tomorrow. Veera Maruti, Gambhira Maruti,
Veera Maruti, Veera Maruti, Ati Veera Maruti, Veera Maruti, Ati Veera Maruti, Geeta Maruti, Sangeeta Maruti, Geeta Maruti, Sangeeta Maruti, Duta Maruti, Rama Duta Maruti, Duta Maruti, Rama Duta Maruti, Bhakta Maruti, Parama Bhakta Maruti, Bhakta Maruti, Parama Bhakta Maruti, Veera Maruti, Gambhira Maruti, Veera Maruti, Gambhira Maruti, Gambhira Maruti, Gambhira Maruti.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri